Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new. Today we are live swatching China Glaze's Hello Sugar collection. It is now available at Beyond Polish and you can save 10% with my code MannyCentric. I'll have that in the description box down below. And if you enjoy live swatches, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you never miss an upload. And let's get into the swatches. So I did these on two different hands because I really wanted to compare the shades together side by side with the ones that were alike. So we're starting out with Holy Sugar. This one is a bright buttery hue and I just thought it was so pretty because it's so bright and yellow. And one of the things that I saw was I got like two yellows already like in the spring collections, but they weren't absolute yellows. They were more chartreuse yellows or green leanings, if you will, or with green undertones. I don't know how you prefer to describe it, but it kind of held on to like that green tinge, and this one didn't. So I was overjoyed to get this one into my collection. Also, it's kind of like a milky white base on it, but still kind of neon. So it's almost a neon pastel, which really excites me because it popped on my skin tone. One word about the formulas on the lighter shades of this collection. Definitely make sure that you're doing thin coats and you have a base coat to make it a little bit easier to apply and let that first coat dry before you go to the second one. Definitely will help the application. Next up is Gimme Sugar. This one is so adorable. It's described as a creamy cantaloupe colored lacquer, and I am so in agreement with it. Again, it's got like that corally color, but it's a pastel, so still with my camera in stills, it picks up more of the pink than it does the orange. So pay attention to the live swatch. It will give you the best indication of what it's going to look like in real life. And I did do two coats a piece for these lighter shades with a whiter base just because that first coat still came out kind of patchy and I wanted to make sure that I had complete coverage. Of course, if you've got longer nails, you're going to want to go with three coats, not two coats, maybe even four, depending on how it comes out for you. But they were definitely like thick and opaque creams, so I really don't have any complaints, especially given the price point of China Glazes. This next one is Here for the Candy, and I feel like this collection was made for me. This one is a bubblegum pink, but again, it's really nice and pale, so it's like a pastel neon in case you're not ready to jump full on head on into all the flowery petal shades of spring. And I think I actually preferred this formula to Holy Sugar and also to Gimme Sugar. So I feel like as I got through into the collection, I got more comfortable with applying that actual polishes, and I did apply them on both hands, both my right and my left, so I got a chance to get a feel for it with a practiced hand that's great at applying polishes and one not so practiced. So here's the side by side. Again, I feel like the colors are way more accurate in the side by side in motion because we have none of that pulling the pink like it does when it does a still shot. So refer to that if you need to. And next up is this gorgeous, like, I don't know why I love corals so much. They look so great on camera live, and then when they're in stills, all the pink comes out. This one is called Sweeter Than Sugar, and it is an orange tangerine tinted kind of polish. So I still think it's more of a coral just because there is some pink there, and obviously because my camera pulled all of it, like all of the pink in the still, and then in motion you get to see that it's actually orange and kind of washed out because of the afternoon sun. But we're gonna do the side by side in just a moment. Next up is another pink, and yes, I was really happy for the pinks just because all of the other polishes that I've gotten so far for spring have been blues and greens and more blues and more greens with maybe like a drop of a purple or a drop of a coral. So this one is Kid in a Candy Store, and this one is so pretty. It's actually described as a pinky coral lacquer, but I kind of felt like it was just more pink. I really didn't get any of the coral color coming out on my skin tone, so I didn't see that coming until I saw it in the description. So, by all means, if you are closer to my skin tone, try to take that as you will, because it's great to know what a color is going to look like before you spend the money. But again, with China Glaze, the price point is so good that I don't even get upset if it's not exactly what I expected. So this one is the last one, and it is Sugar Junkie. So this one has to be my favorite for the formulas, because not just because it's a funky fuchsia hot pink undertone polish, but because it just came out so bright and so pigmented and rich compared to the lighter ones that we had. And then like I'm looking online at the China Glaze site, this totally looks like a like darker violet kind of polish. So now I'm convinced that different lightings are going to show polishes differently. You can't tell me otherwise. But if you have your own opinion about it, comment down below. Let me know what you think. And we are doing the side by side. Again, I got away with one coat on my right hand for these three polishes, which absolutely overjoyed me. I mean, they look great. And now for a little after video shenanigans. So I did actually decide to turn these side-by-sides into Skittle Manis because I thought it would help, especially if you're on the fence on how would you wear these in fun ways. So I turned them into Skittle Manis, and then I actually decided to do a little bit of nail art on both of these Skittle Manis, just so you have something to think about, put in your mind. Like this one, I just took a plaid stamper and then stamped a plaid design and then threw some butterfly silhouettes on top just for fun because I really wanted to see what it would look like. And then this one, I did like a glitter gradient underneath and stamped, I think it's called a chevron pattern on top, and I enjoyed it. I just wish the chevron had been a little bit thinner. I wanted to expose more of the polish. However, that is it for me. I appreciate you all being here so much. If you're part of my nail fam, I'm sending out virtual hugs. Thank you for all of your comments and your support. I appreciate you so much. And if you're new to my channel, I hope you'll consider subscribing and hanging out. We will have more spring polishes coming your way, so stay tuned. And as always, take care of yourselves and each other, and I'll see you in my next video.